Hey everybody, Angry here, and we are back playing KotOR, Knights of the Old Republic. In this episode, we are going to head to Manaan. Sorry if that last episode was kind of slow. I know how it is when you're just wandering around talking to characters, stuff like that, but we did recustomize the lightsabers and develop a little bit of plot. Picked up a couple grenades, I think. Other than that, that's pretty much it. But, yep. I did try to fix up HK's memory by taking out he and T3, or him and T3, the Astro Droid, but to no avail. It's the same result as when I tried it on the ship, so I assume if you had a character with a high repair skill, you could do that, but I never had a main with high repair. Oh, got another cutscene with Malak. I feel like I've seen this already.
KotOR is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
Oh yeah, we killed him.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Callow's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
Oh. How convenient that they introduce a new apprentice just in time for us to kill him. Gotta love that stuff. Darth Bandon? Oh, you're a badass, knocking stormtroopers around. Oh, come on, anybody can do that. They're the peons of the Star Wars universe. He doesn't even look that threatening. It's not like when they introduced Darth Maul and you're like, he's got spikes on his head.
And bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
And you get to see his face for like a second before the screen blacks out. Yeah, I don't think they really do a very good job of making you worry about him. He seemed from the very beginning to be an expendable character. I'm pretty sure you kill him later on. I can't remember. I mean, if you didn't, I'd be quite surprised. Alright, looks like we're getting our vision of the fourth star map on Manaan. This one, I believe. Manaan's an interesting concept for a planet, but the way that they executed it in this game, I think, was kind of lame. It could have been a more exciting adventure coming here. But this one, you see the bubbles and stuff going by. You're supposed to see this and figure that the star map is underwater. I missed that the first time around. And it swiftly becomes more apparent what's going on there. Because as you can see, it looks a lot like Camino. The whole planet's covered with water and there's just this one big city. This is the city of Atto, the capital city of Manaan, and pretty much the only land that's, or not even land, it's artificial, because it's just a metal platform, essentially, that buildings are on top of. But we'll get more into the structure of the planet once we disembark. Long pause before Bastila speaks.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manaan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
Yeah, it looked like it was underwater, I guess.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
That is the stupidest line. Why do you keep saying that crap? No doubt things will become more clear once we've found it. Then it'll be really clear where it is. Because we found it. It's like, seriously, Bastila? You're so stupid. I always turn around in this ship. I run in like a whole U-shape instead of cutting through this little hallway here. Anyway, we're going to take with us, you want to take Jolee with you. And I'm going to take Juhani. Because I like her better than Bastila. More useful character. And a more interesting story, quite frankly. Bastila can be kind of like a bitchy mom. That's exactly what I said in the last episode, and that's totally a good way to describe her personality some of the time. Ooh, level ups. What you got for me, Jolee? Let's see what we can do. Skills. Treat injury, awareness. Okay, powers. It's already got heal. Can't give him any of these mega uber powers yet. Those are really good. Like lightning storm there, force storm. That is crazy. Death field. That's an interesting one. That's a pretty nasty. Basically, drains people's health away. It's really just very very scary. Let's see. Force breach. Cancel all force powers active on the target. That can be useful against other Jedi. Alright, so we've got Disable Droid, and we've got Kill. This power allows a Jedi to exterminate an enemy at range with a single thought, causing the target to choke for 6 seconds and inflicting damage equal to half the target's maximum vitality. So this, essentially, if it works, takes out half of their health. And that's pretty good, actually, to have. I think that's the one I'm going to pick. Yeah, let's go with that. Wait a minute. Oh, we get 2 this level. Nice. Keep forgetting that Jolie's one of those Guardians. We're going to do the same thing with Destroy Droid. It's basically the same power. Awesome. Alright, let's see what Juhani gets. Supposed to put these into Treat Injury. Powers. Let's see. Actually, no. Let's go back. Let's put them into Awareness. I'd like to put them into Stealth. Why can't I put it into Stealth? Huh. Alright, well, I suppose I'll get 2 on the next level anyway. Alright, powers. You can't get Cure yet? Light side power. Well, she's light side. Characteristics, level 12. I guess she's not level 12? Oh yeah, she needs a couple more level ups. She's behind the rest of the party, that's right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let's see. I'll give her the throwing lightsaber power. Here we go. Yeah, she's going to get a few level ups here. More treat injury. Wait a minute. Let's raise stealth if we can. She's going to become useful later on with that. She can't get heal yet. Let's see. Whirlwind. We usually give them that one, don't we? Might be better to give her this wound, choke, kill combo rather than force whirlwind. She might be more useful that way. Affliction. Causes the target to suffer as though poisoned. 1 point every 3 seconds over 21. Huh. Let's see, what is this? Fear. Yeah, let's go with the whirlwind there. Okay, attributes. Alright, where do we put this? Charisma. Adds modifiers to force-related feats and powers. I guess that could be useful. It's the only one that's an odd number, so that's where I'd be tempted to put it. Honestly, the only other option I could see would be to try to force her wisdom up, or to force her strength up. Which is essentially your 2 characteristics of your... you got Constitution, Strength, and, well, I guess we don't really need a Strength, do we? Let's put it into the Charisma stat to round that one off. Alright, let's see here. Go with the Treat Injury again. Feats. Alright, Master Force Jump and Master Sense. Good stuff. Alright, so we can give her the last Toughness perk, or we can make her more effective with double weapon fighting. It might be better just to give her the Toughness, actually, and I'm going to do that. She's a Guardian, she needs it. We'll give her Heal. You want that? Wow, she needs another one. And another Feat. That's great. I love that. Alright, wait. We can let this go in Stealth. Feats. 2 weapon fighting. Is there anything down here that's better than that? Jedi Defense. That's useful, but not better than the 2 weapon fighting feat. Anything else? No. Powers. What can we give you now? Let's see. Get the next one in this line. Affliction. You know, I suppose since she already has that one started, we'll just continue along that sequence. Alright, there we go. 182 vitality, 91 force points. 100. Basically, they're reversed. And then we have an even more skewed version of the Guardian. We're actually pretty well light side now. I've done a good job of bringing that back up in the past couple planets. There we go. Right, no, don't go back into the ship. Dude, that is not what I wanted. Just walk to the side. Alright, there we go. I have fixed it up so that we have our characters equipped properly now.
What is it?
There we go. Things look good. Now let's not walk back into the ship. Let's go in here instead. Thank you very much. Go back to the main area here. What's going on here?
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Dang. Grrr.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Yeah, it's alright. What's going on? Why is he pissing you off? Don't let him troll you, bro.
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe KotOR export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
Wait, KotOR?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what KotOR is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that KotOR is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what KotOR bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
So both the Republic and the Sith are on this planet?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling KotOR to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of KotOR on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Alright. Have you seen an ancient star map? No, I'm not even gonna bother asking him that. Alright, you're dismissed.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay,
what?
Mr. Jedi.
Wait, directions? Well, that was crazy. I didn't catch any of that. And that's generally how Manaan is. This city is huge, it's complicated to get through, it's a pain to navigate, and in general, like, I don't even know whether I'm supposed to go left or right now. I can't remember. But I think it's this way. Yeah, whatever. Because the map, you see, doesn't fill in. Oh, actually, no, it's already all there. Oh, look at that. What is this way, then? Okay. But yeah, the city is difficult to navigate. It can be a real pain. So let's go ahead and head out and see what we can find here. This planet is my least favorite. Even though he has joined your group, Jolie remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him. What's up, Jolie?
Got something on your mind, do you?
Yeah, why are you here?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
You wanted to ride on the ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
Wait, what?
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
What? Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I've never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Okay, wait, can you just... Seriously, you're making this up?
I am not. I've no need to make things up. With my poor memory and all. You just sit still and let me finish, damn it. Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well.
Really?
I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
So he killed Krat.
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. Or those could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
Are you serious?
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
No. But you didn't answer my question.
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry.
Wait, what do you mean twice in a lifetime? Are you
Shoot.
planning on throwing me into somebody's engine? That's not cool. Ugh. Alright then, let's go this way. This is the main part of the city, essentially. The city's essentially divided into 4 parts. You've got your far west and your far east, and then you've got like mid-west and mid-east. You know, like middle west, middle east. I don't know what they're actually called in terms of like the map names, but there's 4 sectors that sort of form like a U shape almost. So you can see, oh wow, this map isn't filled in. Apparently only the docking bay map is filled in right away. Yeah, so you're gonna have to do a bit of exploring in these zones. Security droids running around everywhere, filming everything. This guy will play Pazak with you, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, here we go through into the visitors area. So let's see, what section are we in? Yeah, this is West Central, so that's what they're called. Stuff like the West, West Central, East, East Central, whatever. It's all pretty much looks pretty much the same. With Manaan, while you're here, I trust you will follow all rules governing the activities of off-rollers. Does it sound like they're burping to you guys? Because honestly, when I was a kid, all I could think about when these guys were talking is that they were just burping everything they were saying. It's like they're speaking like Manaanese. They're speaking their own language, but they're burping the words, and that is what it sounds like. Whatever, I'll follow your little rules. Wait, what are they exactly? The single most important rule on Manaan is very simple. Kolto smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying any unpossessed Kolto, unprocessed Kolto, you better have a permit. The other rule is also very simple. Keep the peace. Here on Manaan, we maintain a careful neutrality, and react very harshly to people who jeopardize our natural status, neutral status. Any conversation between people who understood. Yeah, I get it. Docking fee of 100 credits. You have to pay this fee each time you dock. Fuck that. I don't need to pay the docking fee. I see. You don't need to pay the docking fee.
The Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
When I gotta do not paying 100 credits just to get to the friggin' planet.
Obey the laws here on Manaan, human.
Did you just talk to me? Neat. I didn't know those little spider droids actually had any voices programmed. I thought they were just characters that just, ran around. I didn't think they actually had a voice sprite for those sort of things. Now, there are some things we need to do on Manaan. Oh, man, I don't even know where to start. I don't know this planet. The distribution center, we don't need to go in there. What's over here? I'm just running around blindly, honestly. I know what we need to do, and I know there's something in the far west, so I think we're just going to start there. Because, honestly, this planet is my least favorite, and it's the one that I know the least about. So, this is going to be sort of an exploratory segment of the LP, because I don't know the fastest way, I don't know the most efficient way to finish up Manaan and get all the quests done. So I'm sort of just going to have to be running around solving things as they pop up in front of me.
Jolie,
like this.
It is you.
Wait, how do you need
I
Jolie?
need your help.
And Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
That's really reassuring. I'm going to help you. Somehow. Maybe. I'll try, I promise. I'll do my best. Anyway, this is the court here.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly say your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Otto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed, in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. Court dismissed, but I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. That was the gavel. Anyway, as you can see, the Selkath are only interested in keeping their little water planet safe, and they have no interest at all in helping either the Republic or the Sith. But it's sort of like when you're in elementary school, and like whenever there was a fight, somebody would like slap somebody in the face, and the other guy would turn around and smack the guy, and soon they're rolling around. And you know, after the fight's over, the teacher grabs the guy who hit second, the guy who swung second, and he's the one who ends up getting in trouble. And that seems like that's always how it ended up happening, and it pissed me off so much when I was a kid. And like I wanted to be like, no, like this guy over here, like person A, he punched person B in the face and like started this off, and it's like, and then they'll say something like, well, you should have just, you know, turned the other cheek, or you should have went and told the teacher. And it's like, that's bullshit. I'm just saying, if somebody attacks you, you have the right, you have the obligation to defend yourself, and just walking away is not an option at that point. You're already involved. The time for diplomacy has passed, and you just need to kick somebody's ass. And the Selkath failed to realize that, or at the very least, they don't share my point of view. And so, essentially, whenever the Siths smack a Jedi, or not a Jedi, when the Sith smack a Jedi around, we kill them. When the Sith knock around some Republic guys, they end up getting in a brawl, and both parties actually end up getting blamed for it, even when the Sith are the obvious antagonists. Alright, so that's... and then I have my little rant. I never actually got in any fights when I was in school, so it never affected me personally, but in principle it always angered me. So, yeah, that's about it for this episode. Ugh, I need to calm down. Ugh, my blood pressure, man. Not healthy. I will see you guys next time when we return to this bloody-ass planet and get started. Hopefully I can do this planet in like 3 videos. I'm really hoping to just like blitz through it. See you guys next time. It's not that the gameplay is that bad on this planet. It's all right. There's one underwater segment that's kind of annoying, but in terms of actual fighting, there's very little fighting. It's a lot of talking. And it's the Selkath themselves. The plot is really what pisses people off on this planet some of the time, is that the Selkath are just so asinine.